Namaste all, this is Omni reporting into you live. It is 12:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Continuing on with my GoFundMe campaign, Heroines and Heroes. Today, I realized that I'd been on this search for some sort of solution to the crises that we've been facing together around the globe. And I realized that each one of us can aid by creating an electrical signal, which is essentially whatever it is that we are thinking and feeling at the here and now moment is what we're broadcasting. So the reality that we're experiencing is a reflection, a mirror, and an echo of whatever our internal state is. And if we can focus on that state long enough, we can create or manifest whatever it is that is associated with the electrical signal that our brain is transmitting and our heart and all the other layers and dimensions that make us who we are. And so I was like, well, what is the solution to this current extinction level event? How do we prevent it from wiping out our species? Well, for each one of us, right where we are, wherever we are at the here and now moment, we can have an effect on the whole zillion dimension omniversal dream game that it is. And so I was like, well, if you're feeling fearful about these events that are going on, you want to find the opposite energy, the opposite electrical signal. So if we're feeling fear, and we're feeling unhappiness, let's look at those two things. If we're feeling fear and unhappiness because we feel like we're living in the end days at the, what could be the end of our species. Some people think it's the end of the world, but the end of the world in terms of the planet, no. In terms of a civilization that we've known, in terms of the system that we're used to, yes. So how do we put ourselves into the resolution, into the solution / resolution phase that we can perceive our species as saved for at least our lifetimes, this era that we're experiencing? I want to show you where I'm at. Usually I'm shooting from, driving or the Temple of Music, obviously, in Rhode Island is one of my favorite spots. Here is the state capitol. Let me see if I can, can't expand it. But this is a state capitol building in Providence, Rhode Island. On a perfect day, the weather is absolutely perfect. In other parts of the country, huge tropical storms are devastating parts of the world, at least parts of our nation and other countries. But anyway, my point was, what is the solution? I kept thinking, if I met the right person, for me, particularly in my mind, I was thinking if I met a female, she would complete me, and I would finally feel this happiness that I keep seeing in these romantic comedies and these stories. And of course, you think of Jerry Maguire's story where they say, he says to his wife, "You complete me." Well, I think a lot of romantics, I'm a romantic, we want to feel loved by some external force. But a lot of the cliches say that we have to love ourselves first in order to feel loved by others, because that love is just a reflection of what we feel on the inside. So my solution for the day, and it always evolves, is for the day, for today, I was thinking, well, happiness and essentially I've been talking about happiness for the last 5 or 6 videos that I've shot. And so right now it's a really sunny day. It's one of the cooler days. It's like right where you want it to be. I was thinking happiness is a way to, if you can be happy, if you can convince yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions, to feel happy in the moment, that fights away the forces of fear and whatever colors and shades that it may come. So I want to show you a little bit more of the state capitol building. It's a beautiful place. It's kind of very reminiscent of the Temple of Music, right? The whole marble structure is exactly like it. It might, and these things, I think both of them were made at right around the same time, and very beautiful. I've been here many times, and so I was thinking, just like I do rituals in the Temple of Music, kind of want to show you this. Maybe I could do it like backwards. It's kind of cool, right? If I could put myself in this state, it's an electrical signal. I learned that last night, that whatever it is that we're feeling creates a corresponding chemical reaction in our brains and throughout our bodies, which corresponds with whatever it is that we have designed ourselves to feel. We can be controlled by external forces like nature, but I think that nature, wherever we happen to be at the here and now moment, reflects perhaps previous thoughts. So it's like a manifestation. Say you make a wish to a genie in a movie or a story, and then the thing manifests after you state what it is. Well, so today I thought, just give you a little close-up of the building. You see the man on the top. I once slept in a cemetery just opposite this. It's one of the first cemeteries ever made in by the pilgrims that came here. And so I thought, just like I do in the Temple of Music, I could infuse you. Usually if you're able to speak, you want to audibly. Magic is often created by an emotion that is reflected by us saying something at a particular way with the right emotions. I thought, happiness. Most people don't think about feeling the ultra happiest. I don't know that I've ever met anybody who's ever mentioned wanting to feel ultra happy or to feel the ultra happiest vibrational sensations. Perhaps that's why I exist, because I'm the type of person that would reach for the greatest pleasures, the greatest, not positive, because happiness is a blend of negative, neutral, and positive forces. When you put them all together and you put a design on it, whatever your perception of it is, your perception creates out of those three forces whatever it is that makes up your here and now moment. So if you're really in concert with nature, you can extend that in terms of levels. You could say, if you're an elite character at the here and now moment, I call it at, because I say if you say in, it refers to an out, or an inside refers to a reflected outside. But the at, I don't know, you could say that there's an opposite to the at the here and now moment. So that's why I use that if you question it. Why I'm not saying he's in the here and now moment. We are in the here and now moment. Well, if you're in it, you're not it. At being at it, if you want to be something, you want to say that I am this thing. So if you say I am the here and now moment, you're in concert with everything that's going on at present, what we could call the present in the space-time continuum. Say you get rid of the whole idea of past, present, and future, and you just think I am the here and now moment. I am the vibrational sensations of the here and now moment. So I was thinking for my resolution today to fight away the feelings of fear about the crises that I face in my personal life and that we are facing together around the globe, and perhaps throughout the entire zillion mentioned omniversal dream game. I thought, well, I'm aiming at the ultra happiest vibrational sensation. So of course I'm going to say that in the present tense. And then I'm going to get an affirmation for the day. Mine are always have an ultra attached to it because I'm the ultra supreme being. You got to remember that if you've been following. If you're new to watching any of these videos, or my campaign, my fundraising campaign, where I'm asking people around the globe to help me with their time, their resources, their energy, their money, to help save our species. Whatever way we can do that, we can connect together wherever you happen to be, wherever I happen to be in the world, where we can create solutions, working together, playing together. That's what I'm assembling the heroes and the heroines of the world for. So my affirmation is along the lines of the ultra natural, because I believe that's why I exist. Even though I'm wearing the Superman shirt, I feel like history has already reflected that there have been superhumans. People see these virtuous characters and these villainous characters or characters of vice as archetypal figures or archetypal patterns, right? So, and I know I say right a lot. I've been saying that. I don't know when I started doing that. It's like a lot of people say like. I guess I'm saying like and right a lot. But for anyway, my affirmation that I came up with today, I realized that for me to feel happy, I think about the omniverse, just the omniverse itself. That's music. It's made up of vibrations that we can call music. So we exist, I guess you could say, within an entire body of music. We can say that we are music, therefore. So you can say, I am music. I am the omniverse. I am the here and now moment. You can say all those things and you can combine them. So if you want to fight fear and you want to fight unhappiness, if you conflict with those ideas and it's bringing you not peace of mind, not tranquility, not serenity, not ecstasy, not bliss, not joy, all these things that fit within the sphere of happiness, then what is the opposite? So you're going to think the opposite thing and you're going to summon the emotion. If you haven't felt a thing before and you've kind of heard about it and you're thinking about, I don't know, let me give you an affirmation that I was thinking. Guy gets into my car, I'm driving for Lyft this morning, and he says, he works at the casino. He says to me, I want people to win because when they win, I win. They tip me. He said he works for tips. It's not just his salary or the paycheck he gets, right? So I've been kind of showing you the top, but wanted to show you a little bit more. Maybe I could no, can't do it that way. But usually I do you a spin shot, so I'm going to do that. I know it's a blinding light, but that's on purpose. I like to do this whole spin thing. It just amuses me when I watch the videos to see. You don't really see in anybody else's videos people really doing shooting this way, right? It's just that's part of the things that make me odd, an oddity or an anomaly. Anyway, so the affirmation that I was thinking after he said that he wanted to help people to win, I love the idea of creating win-win scenarios for everybody. There's even a way to make people who you're in conflict get a sense of winning without you having to feel defeated by their win. You could also, you could have somebody who you're clashing with, they can have a win and you can have a win, and no harm can be done to either side or whatever the reflection is. All right, anyway, I decided to add the idea of winning into the equation. So this is what I thought. I thought in terms of making myself the thing that I want to become, and then realizing that what I've been thinking repetitively will draw up the chemical reactions, the energetic signal that'll go through my brain, throughout my entire body, and then be reflected and echoed and mirrored by all of the zillion dimension omniversal dream game. Because we are the dreamers, right? And we are the gamers. Each one of us. So I was thinking, I am feeling the ultra happiest winning sensations because I am the omniversally ultra natural musicful here and now moment, a zillion percent. So I use the idea of musicful because I think musical has already been done. Musicals have already been created. I'm trying to create an evolution or an update on that idea. So musicful is you as an entity being the music and full of music. So you're tapping into your full potential because you're a musical entity. As in your energetic signature, if you're thinking about music or musicful or music being musical, you're on the wavelength of what is all of the zillion dimension omniversal dream game. So if you're placing yourself in that and you're using happiness as your guide, like if you don't have to have a happy ending, you can have a happy present. By saying you're feeling this thing, you become the thing, and then you notice that things reflect that. So the happiness that other people show you is reflected by your internal happiness, and their unhappiness is a projection of your own unhappiness. You find yourself in conflict with external aspects of yourself because these people, situations, scenarios, the weather itself is all just a reflection of something you've thought and felt perhaps in the past, and now it's manifesting in your present. But it's all the here and now moment. So when it manifests, or where it happens to manifest, whatever coordinates you happen to be within the zillion dimension omniversal dream game, is a reflection you can think of something you've thought and felt, because you are your own divinity, your own god, your own goddess. If you're half and half or whatever, I don't know what the pronoun would be, but anyway, so I'll say it again, and it might not be a thought you can swallow, it may be too complex for you, but it's just an idea, a template for you to work off of. It's like a matrix in that by me giving you an example of how to become the thing that you say that you wish to be, I'll give you an example. I showed you the first of two masks, or three masks that I had made. I had a few made before. I think I printed those. Yeah, I did print those online. And then I got these masks because I wanted to seed these ideas, not just in me seeing them every day, but anybody who sees me and meets me would be... Hold on. I just wanted to show you this mask. So, Teotihuacan is I believe the word is an acronym for the end of the world as we know it. Ultranatural, because I want to be thinking on that tip and I want other people to feel the reflection of that. Universal, what does that say? Zillionaire. Okay, so you've seen the mask, you saw the other one. So these are things that I want to be, these are things that I've been thinking about for years. Concepts, ideas, vibrations, sensations that I've been concentrating on years. You can choose your own, but once again, I'll use this as an example. I'll say it 3 times. That's how I do it. And then, so like by saying it outside, I'm outside. This is very reflective, like the temple, except there's no enclosure. I kind of wanted to show you. I don't know if you can really. Now you can't see the. Anyway, what if I do it like that? Anyway, so I ritualistically have come here over the years and said an affirmation out loud, knowing that it goes everywhere in every direction, omnidirectionally, throughout the zillion dimension omniversal dream game. So that's the whole here and now moment. That's everything that's linked, interconnected, intertwined together. So I'll say it again. And of course you can use your own affirmations, but this is mine for the day. So you can say in the future, if you watch this video, and you meet me or you see some video of me in the future, you're like, well, he is now reflecting or expressing or embodying that affirmation and the previous affirmation from the previous videos, as well as all the years that came before it in my learning about vibrations, because everything is in terms of the existence that we share vibrational. Because there's one place where there's no vibration, it's the point of true stillness, the void, and that we consider, I guess, to be zero, right? And so there is a place that doesn't exist, but simultaneously parallel, in a parallel, it's a paradox. It does not exist, and yet it does exist. So I'll say it again. I am feeling the ultra happiest, winning vibrational sensations because I am the omniversally ultra natural, musicful, here and now moment, a zillion %. I am feeling the ultra happiest, winning vibrational sensations because I am the omniversally ultra natural, here and now moment, a zillion %. So now you could say that there's a domino effect that goes out throughout the here and now moment. So then I don't know whether those things will manifest today, but if I'm driving along and I'm thinking that over and over again, this is how you do affirmations. They're like mantras. You think them. I kind of wanted to show you my shadow. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there it is. So now you've seen the base, the top, the front. Seen the whole. This is Providence, right? This is a really beautiful time to be alive, a really lovely time, a really one of the times where I've been as perfectly healthy as I've ever been in my entire existence. And I am joyful. I know I'm not screaming at the top of my lungs and smiling and laughing, but those sensations of contentment, which is a level that fits within the sphere of happiness. In fact, I think I'm gonna go up to the top steps. I don't know if I've been here in any of my previous videos for the GoFundMe campaign, Heroines and Heroes. Of course, I should put that note. Please help. Please donate your time, your resources, your energy, your money. Join us. Become what we consider to be, in today's society, a heroine or a hero, at whatever degree you decide to be. I've been discussing heroes on the level of there are average heroes. No, there are below average heroes and villains. There are average heroes and villains. There are mega heroes, hyper heroes, superheroes and ultra heroes, as well as the villains in their tier, in their hierarchy of influence. But recently I was thinking that the true elite of each of those, the heroines and heroes, the villains and villainesses, they, at their lowest level, people perceive them probably as megas, right? They're mega this, or you can do it as levels, like within one day, maybe you have we have an energy quotient, that's what I call it. And so in a 24-hour day, because that's what we're experiencing here in our dream game, what we call reality, within a 24-hour period, the elite among us probably traverse. They don't do the below average, they don't do the average, they have no interest in that. I don't. I've already known what the average is. It doesn't really have any interest for me. At this particular time when life could be ending, I'm thinking about having days that are filled with mega, hyper, super, ultra. Mega, hyper, super, ultra. Mega, hyper, super, ultra. So the elite among us are really thinking about, how do I traverse these vibrational frequencies? How do I get into this energy signature, right? Or energy electrical signal, electrical signal. Because like I was saying, our brains are broadcasting an electrical signal. That's the brain wave link that we are on. The brain wave frequency that each one of us is at flowing throughout brainwave frequencies throughout the day. And so this affirmation that I did today puts my brain, it causes the chemical response of the energy signature that I placed in my mind and evoked or called into or conjured into existence by the conception of it. So it's concept, design, execution. Concept, design, execution. I learned that at Rhode Island School of Design, which is really, you can see maybe some part of it over there in the distance. That's where it's at, in that particular direction. But anyway, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to impress this energy onto I think like when you go to these mystical power spots around the world, you can more firmly impress that energy by touching whatever the spot is, so if you put your hand, put your hand on a rail, like I've sometimes by having my feet on the ground at the temple, that energy goes in every direction. But if you actually touch, say, like a stone or a tree or something like that, you impress that vibration, maybe because you're the last person to touch it. So I'm going to just do it. I'm going to put this down for a moment. And I'm going to try to shoot it that way. I'm going to wait. I got a guy going by. Just give me a moment. He's done shuffling along, so I'm gonna impress this energy. I guess I can do it this way. You can see first you put the idea. The idea is to experience being. I'll just say it. I am feeling mega hyper super ultra. I am feeling mega hyper super ultra. I am feeling mega hyper super ultra. I am feeling the ultra happiest, winning vibrational signals, because I am the omniversally ultra natural here and now moment. I know I'm missing. Let me think about it. What it was. Ultra, musicful. I forgot the musicful. So it's I am feeling the ultra happiest, winning sensations. No, I am feeling. What is it? Yeah, that's what it is. I am feeling the ultra happiest, winning vibrational sensations, because I am the omniversally ultra-natural, musicful, here and now moment, a zillion %. So that's how I do my rituals. That's like an amalgamation of like everything that I've learned throughout a zillion incarnations. Yep, that's part of the reasons why it says my name is OmniZillion on Facebook and throughout a number of places and games, throughout reality, the Zillion Dimension Omniversal Dream Game. That's what you call reality. I call it, from my perception, the Zillion Dimension Omniversal Dream Game. And I've explained it in length. If you haven't watched any of these videos, you can go back. They're there on YouTube. Some of them are on Facebook. Some of them are on Tumblr. I'm the many-hued man on Tumblr. Yeah, so I made my point. That's how I do my rituals. Give you another shot. Give you a faster shot of what the views look like here. I know, like, this kind of spins some people out of they're like, you're not supposed to shoot that way. I can shoot any way I want. I'm the creator of the video. I'm the ultra star of, my own videos, until of course I meet other heroines and heroes, and then most likely I'll be shooting them. I'll have my camera. I have the devices for, shooting other people, other spaces, other aspects of life, death, resurrection and reincarnation, transcendence, cosmic consciousness, self-realization, self-individuation. Anyway, recently I began using the ho-ho-ho philosophy, which I think, like, Santa Claus, the idea of Santa Claus, whatever the original concept was, I think ho-ho-ho, the ho-ho-ho philosophy is about an eternal holiday spirit. Somebody who, you could think of Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus as ideals of a philosophy of laughter. And what laughter, they say, is the best medicine. So you're, for like, every day, if you're saying ha 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 ha, or or so in order for your body to feel those sensations, you got to have the smile, you got to put the emphasis on it, be emphatic about it, and mean it, believe it. And you can believe a thing into existence. I love that scene. You kind of go in this, like, balance, and then you can shoot over here. All right. So now you see me exiting, returning to work for Lyft. I recently finished my summer classes for film and media, and I expect that now, from this point on, my life as it unfolds, even though crisis may erupt, I see myself in future crises smiling and laughing, like a young child who's appears to be so courageous as to be fearlessly bold, or courageously bold in action, in life, in breathing and in inhaling and exhaling. I think of today as like, if what we conceive of as reality came into existence by an exhale, and then they call that the Big Bang, and then there's eventually going to be a big crunch where everything is, you consider it like a cosmic inhale, and we do inhalations and exhalations. I was kind of thinking that the earth is a living sentient, and so does the earth, does the sun, do all the celestial bodies not just vibrate, but do they breathe? Do they inhale and exhale? It seems like that they could, even though they don't have lungs. Maybe it's a metaphorical inhalation and exhalation. It's just an idea, it's a theory. I'm not running with it or anything. I'm just kind of expressing it. As you know, I'm attempting to, on a daily basis, embody ideals. The ideals as in terms of heroism. Well, I've already gone through that. You can, if you're interested, if you're an audience member, you're a follower, a believer, etc., you can always go back. The videos will be there as long as the internet's there, as long as YouTube exists, as long as Facebook exists. So I'm continuously working and playing on these ideas. Hopefully you are too, trying to find, even if you're not joining me in my campaign, or you're not joining me in my organization, wherever you happen to be at this here and now moment, you can plant new affirmations. You're using negatives, neutrals, and positives for whatever it is your ends happen to be. Utilizing whatever means are at your disposal or available to you to achieve and accomplish your goals, to get your wishes granted and fulfilled, to feel fulfilled, to be tapping into, harnessing, and utilizing 100% of your brain and everything that's attached to, and a zillion percent of your being. Right? So that's the whole of the self. I don't know that there's any more that I need to say. This is a good video. It's not, well, 30 minutes. I did not expect to be here for 30 minutes, but that'll take quite a bit of time to upload. So I'm going to say namaste all. Don't forget to donate. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to watch the videos. And hopefully the heroines and heroes will begin assembling around me. Not just here in the physical, but wherever you happen to be, whatever it is that you happen to be doing. So all the love. Namaste all, a zillion percent.